Texting and driving is at an epidemic proportion in our nation. As you all are aware, we lost a wonderful young lady, Megan Warman, a student at Crestview High School last year, very near the end of the year, due to an automobile accident that occurred when she was leaving Northwest Florida State College and traveling back to her home in Crestview, and she was texting at the time of the accident. Of course, she took her eyes off the road, and there was a curve in the road at about that point. And just to kick it off, though, I'm going to let you know, boys and girls, that 11 teenagers are killed every day. Now, students, that's a lot of kids in America that are teens that are killed every day due to driving accidents. And the scary thing is that teenagers are the most vulnerable drivers on the road because of their lack of experience. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're not good drivers. It's just you haven't experienced all the things that older adults have and know how to react to them on the road. So then when you throw in a cell phone to the mix, that just compounds the dangers of driving and being distracted. So I'm glad that Sheriff Ashley is here today. He's going to talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, it's great to be with you, and especially to be here talking about this subject. We all know the #1 form for communication for teenagers are the cell phone and texting. And I think some of the things that you may not know, that texting or using a cell phone while driving, actually it makes your reaction time similar to that of a 70 or 80-year-old. So your reaction time slows because your mind is elsewhere. And the other thing is that 21% of the fatalities for teenagers 15 through 19 occur because of cell phone use. And it's not just being on the cell phone, it's trying to text. And you see a lot of drivers that they've got their text up there on the steering wheel, and they're texting, their eyes are following the actual text item. Teens in survey after survey say that their #1 distraction in vehicles is texting while they're attempting to drive.
And teenagers send an average, now this will startle you, of 80 text messages a day. That's the average across America. Now kids, Dr. Tibbetts doesn't send 80 a day. I'm lucky to send 10 a day, but I do think it's amazing what Sheriff Ashley is talking about how distracting it can be while you're driving.
Well, I saw this example given in a presentation earlier, but if you'll just lean your head back and count to 3, and that's about how much time it takes to send a brief text. And you know, I hear you, I see you. In that 3 seconds, though, you've going 45 miles an hour, you've traveled the length of a football field. Mm-hmm. A lot can happen when you're not looking in the length of a football field. That you can hit somebody that's crossing the road, you can hit a pole as you swerve off, and a pothole. There's just so many things that can happen in 3 seconds, and we want our students to be safe. You will be held accountable. There's legislation that is being attempted over and over and over again to outlaw texting while driving. And it's such a serious matter. No deputy, no parent wants to go to talk to a parent about your son or your daughter's been hurt, your son or your daughter's been killed in a traffic accident. There's nothing worse. As a parent or as a law enforcement officer, as a teacher, that there's nothing worse. That is our #1 goal, is to protect our students.
And the largest proportion of students that are killed under 20 are killed in automobile accidents that were related to distracted driving.